You're watching The View. The G-View. GViewTV.com. Entertainment for you. Interviews, previews, and reviews.
Somebody ever talk to you about something and you don't know what they're talking about and you chime in on the conversation? Are you just stick up here and say, I don't know what you're talking about?
It depends. Like if it's somebody in specific, it's kind of hard. Now it depends on who the person is. If it's a public figure, you can almost talk around it without actually knowing the person. Sometimes.
Would you try that though?
Depends on who. If you're coming at me, sure. If it's a stranger, you know, I may choose my words carefully in my response.
What about you, Althea?
If it's a stranger, I'm walking away. But if it's somebody I know, then yeah, I'd answer and go around it without really answering.
I don't. If me say, I don't know what you're talking about. Gaga them all the time, they talk about like basketball, they're talking about stars, they're talking about a specific player, and I say, so you don't know the. Alright, you don't know the midfielder who play for Chelsea when named such a... I don't know.
Well, Richie was in here and talking about Benzema. Call me Benzema. And we're saying, you're saying it's a soccer player. And Richie was like, oh, okay. So it's the same. Are you laughing? No, but he was like, is that a mistake? Is he trying to mix the Benz with the Beamer and trying to come up with something funny? No, it's actually a player.
Okay, what would you say if you see something like this?
Just wanted to ask you, I mean, obviously Nelson Mandela, one of the most significant historical figures of the 20th century. What knowledge or awareness did you have of him growing up, or when did you learn of him?
Well, obviously growing up, he's one of the most known athletes in the world, and a lot of impact in any kind of sport that he did, and even playing hockey, everyone knows him, right?
Really? Is that what he really said?
He's a good public speaker. Growing up, in the hockey world.
Yeah, in the hockey world.
And every sport that he played.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, hold on. Because then me have to start. You actually sent me to Google to see if there's a
hockey player.
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela. He sent me to Google. Me have to check now if there is actually, because you know sometimes, yes, people
have the same name.
And public figure do have the same name.
Right.
So I actually have to go check and I say, I won't know about Nelson Mandela with me, you know.
And I'm saying hockey in South Africa. So when he said that, I was like, really? Like, is he dumb or am I dumb? Like, that's how it made me, like, when you pause, you have to question yourself to know if what you were thinking, like, is he dumb or am I dumb?
Yeah. You know, sometimes some people tell you some stuff where you're like, no way, is it true? Like, and it's facts. And the first year I learn it and you're like, whoa, like, big man like me, we should have known that long time, and you just know it.
But he wasn't stuttering, there was no hesitation.
Or somebody, or they're probably saying, do you think he was the greatest that ever played for Manchester, Wayne Gretzky? And you were like, oh.
And I'll say, give me something.
Yeah,
give me
he was
something
okay.
About him.
That's you. I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
What would you say?
I would say, I have no clue what you're talking about. You know, I don't know what you're talking about.
And done.
Done.
But you still have some people who will carry around the conversation and say, yeah, he was, I wouldn't say he was the best, but he was okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now flip it on the backside now. So you're the reporter asking this man a question about Nelson Mandela. What do you say in response to that? Yes, he was a great player. Do you not say, excuse me, sir?
No.
Sir.
I would have to correct him still.
Would you correct him though?
Yeah, I would have to still. My interview would be the most watched interview because I would correct him right on set.
Exactly. He gone viral one time. Sir.
Viewers, if you guys know who this man is, just comment below and just let us know.
Let's help him to educate himself.
Definitely.
How about that? We can't send him all the GView viewers, we'll send him a tweet.
Definitely so.